Welcome traders. So we have a new scalper tool for Kotak NEO. So in the previous demo videos, a lot of people ask a lot of doubts when contacting me. So I thought I'll make a detailed video demonstrating the features and how to use the tool. So these are the things which I'm going to discuss in this video. So we have the new scalper tool for Kotak NEO. Okay, so those who have accounts with broker accounts with Kotak NEO can benefit from this tool. Okay, so we already have the tool for Finvasia users also. Okay, let's move on to the features of the tool. So the features of the tools are: it is a simple, hassle-free, handy tool. It is made keeping option scalpers in mind. Okay. Those who have a very good strategy but struggling to execute their strategy, okay, so they can make use of this tool. So this you can use this tool to precisely enter any trades, exit any trades. So we have auto trading features as well. So it is made for Nifty and Bank Nifty options. Okay, so you can trade options as well as futures as well. There's futures of Nifty and Bank Nifty. It will play you the live price. Okay, so it will give you the live status of your trades and then your PNL. So everything at the same from the same tool. Okay, yeah, so you can execute your strategy precisely. Okay, so exactly at the levels which you want to enter and exit very easily. Okay, so I will show you exactly how it is done. Okay, so we have three options. You can either trade based on the options price itself directly on like looking at options chart. Otherwise, if you are a trader who have your strategy on spot chart, right? So index spot chart, and then you trade based on your index price. Okay, so that we have that option as well. So you can only look at your index chart and then place your trades, and you can fix your entry exit points based on your spot level. Okay, the same thing. So if you are using futures for your trades, okay, if you're using futures chart for your trade, you can look at your future chart. You can set up your setups, entry levels and exit levels, stop and target on futures chart, and you can do options trading, right? Yeah, like I said before, currently we have Nifty and Bank Nifty. So soon we'll be integrating Fin Nifty as well. So I will give you an update. So follow my Telegram channel. The link is given in the video description. So any update to the tool will be informed there. You can download, like whether you want a new version of the tool or you want to just check what has been added, what features newly has been added. So you can follow my Telegram channel. So where I update about all my trading tools, strategies, etc. Right? Yeah, then it has a very cool feature automating your trade. Okay, so once you have defined your strategy, like once you have got the inputs, entry and exit points from your strategy, so you are much closer to your trade. Okay, so you just have to give the entry point, entry price, then exit can be either stop loss or target. So you have to define entry, stop loss and target. Okay, then you can enable the auto trade and let the system trade. Okay, so even if you have an entry point very much away and only you are anticipating, so you can still give the entry point and make the tool to handle the trade. So only when the price is triggered, so it will take an entry and it will either finish at SL or target based on the trade. Yeah, so another important feature is place your stop loss orders and target orders, so without any margin calls, right? So for example, if you are operating with a limited capital, right? So once you have entered a trade, right? So once you have entered a trade, usually while if you want to put a stop loss order in your broker account, so once you have put a stop loss order, you will not be able to put your target order because already your margin will be blocked for the stop loss order. So you cannot place both your stop loss and target because of your margin shortfall, right? So but that's not the case with scalper tool, because the you will not be placing any direct orders in your broker. Okay, so your scalper will take care of your stop loss and target. Okay, so once you have defined your stop loss and target in the tool, so whichever price, like whichever is hit first, okay, so it will manage the trade. So without like usually in your broker account you can only define whether you can either only define your stop loss or target. Okay, so in scalper tool you can define both without blocking any margin, right? Then we have quick buttons. Okay, so for quick, like for manual traders as well. So if you are having a very quick execution strategy which requires really fast executions, so we have quick buttons to enter and exit, and you can track your orders and positions in the same tool, right? So we have limit orders features also, right? So in case if you're worried about slippages, right, you can place limit orders, you can enable limit order and enter and exit in a at limit prices. Okay, so but limit orders, while using limit orders you have to understand there is no guarantee for filling at your price, so you have to make sure your order is filled by yourself, right? So if you're trading with so many lots, so few lots may get executed but few lots may not get executed, so that you have to make sure. Okay, so the tool can only place the limit order, it cannot complete your limit order, right? So if you see if your limit price has gone, you can always cancel the order and place a market order or so. And while auto trading, your limit order will be automatically disabled. Okay, so for auto trading only market orders will be placed for 100% filling. It's because auto trading requires the orders to be filled completely, so we can use only market orders, right? Okay, then let me explain you about the tool setup. Okay, so you can download the tool from the link given in the video description. Okay, so there is a Google Drive link which is given, so there you can find the exe file. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the Google Drive link. So if you go here, you can find Scalper-NEO. So version 1 has been released. Okay, so this is the new version, you can download this one, or you can go to the Eagle Quant site, right? So you can go to Eagle Quant site and then you can go click this G plus, so it will take you to the Google Drive link. Okay, so any updates or any whatever what other products we have to offer, okay, so everything you can find from the website, right? Yeah, so you can download the exe file, okay, and place it in a new folder. For example, I have created a folder called Neo and I have kept the download inside. Okay, so once I start I always recommend you to run as administrator, right? So once you run as administrator, the first time this file will not be there. Okay, the first time when you run your app, so this file will be automatically generated. Okay, so do not delete this. This is required for the app to function properly. It will take 1 or 2 minutes to load because it has to download market data and it has to prepare the tool to operate. Okay, so once you have the app comes up, this is how it looks like. Okay, so this is the home page we have, and here we have quick links for the website, as well as if you want to open the Kotak NEO app, so you can just click, right? So you can just click and it will take you to the broker application. And always, as I always recommend, keep your broker terminal open all the time, so whenever you are doing trading, because APIs sometimes there may be issue with APIs. Okay, so APIs or if anything unexpected happens with your tool or API, okay, so your orders, you cannot manage your trades with the tool, so that time you should have your broker terminal open. Okay, so sometimes it happens like the API will be down but the broker terminal will be working fine. Okay, so that time you cannot use the tool, so you have to use your broker terminal to manage your trades. So there's a quick link to for the support for any issues or doubts, you can always contact me through WhatsApp. And here is a small disclaimer, right? So I recommend you to read this before using the tool. We should have a stable internet. Okay, so you should have a stable internet because the prices are running continuously. Okay, so if there is any break in the internet, then it may affect the live data feed. Okay, so which may affect other trades. For example, if you have an auto trade and if there is a if you have a very poor connection, it is not recommended to do auto trading based on your poor connection, right? So make sure you have a good internet connection. Okay, yeah, so like I said before, you can always check my Telegram channel for any updates on the software, right? So you can always go and download the new versions. Always the new versions will be uploaded to the same location where you first download your tool. Okay, so whenever you open there, always the new version will be available. You can always download. Now let me show you how to download your API tools, API credentials. Okay, so this is the, so we just google Kotak Neo. Okay, then it will be the second link, register for Kotak Neo Trade API. Okay, so then access to Trade API, you click here. I have already logged into my client. Okay, so with my client ID and this one, if you don't have, you can check with your Kotak support. So they will provide you with client ID and password to access your API manager. Okay, so when you come to API manager, click on applications. So you will find a default application. Click on that and go to production keys. Okay, so here you can find your consumer key and then consumer secret, right? So this is all we want. So we take these two details. Yeah, take these two details. So this will be your Kotak user ID and your Kotak password. Okay, and the consumer key just now we have taken, and the consumer secret. Okay, and the MPIN, right? So the MPIN, when creating your broker account, Neo account, you might have chosen something as your MPIN. Okay, so you have to provide your MPIN, consumer key, consumer secret, user ID and password, right? So that you have to enter here. So username, most probably it will be your phone number, right? So and password, consumer key, consumer secret, MPIN. Okay, so providing all this detail is not enough. So you have to have an app secret. Okay, so app secret is for accessing the Scalper tool. Okay, so this is not, you cannot get this detail from Kotak or anything. This is for a Scalper user. Okay, so to access the Scalper tool. So how do you get this? Is you have to do the registration with me or the number given in the WhatsApp. Okay, so you can WhatsApp me and you can provide your username or your username, Kotak username, and I will provide you with your app secret. Okay, so that only one user can have access to one login. Okay, so this is just for authentication purpose. Okay, so for nothing else. So once you have registered, so you will receive a app secret. Okay, so that you can provide here, and save, right? So all details saved. So once all the details are saved, so you are good to go. And next thing is about the default settings, right? So here we have few default settings, like for example your spot or future stop. Okay, what does it means is, so when entering or exiting a trade, so your default stop loss will be 15 points, right? So your default trial will be 10 points. So whenever you trial your position, so it will move your stop loss 10 points away to your current LTP, right? And your future spot or future profit is like 30 points away from your entry. Right? So the same way, if you're trading directly with options chart, so 5 points stop. Okay, 5 points trial. So whenever I click trial, so it will move my stop loss 5 points away from the current LTP. Right? Then options profit, so 10 points is my options profit. And you have two other fields, which is your Nifty expiry and Bank Nifty expiry. Okay, so currently Nifty and Bank Nifty have different expiry days. Okay, so only monthly contracts will be having the same expiry date, like here 2610, but your weekly expiries are all different. Okay, so by default your current weekly expiry options will be loaded. So if you want to change, okay, so if you want to change, you can choose the exact so if you want to change, you can choose the exact date, right? And then you can click on, and then you can click on reload options, right? So once I click on reload options, so it will load the options for the new expiry date. Okay, so by default weekly expiry will be loaded, right? So now let's go to the trade panel. So in the trade panel I can see call option, put option, and then futures, right? So here we have three options. One is your whether you want to trade on Nifty or whether you want to trade Bank Nifty. So as you can see, once I changed Bank Nifty, all my Bank Nifty option details, everything changed. Okay, so now I can trade Bank Nifty call option, put option, and futures, right? So now if I change it to Nifty back, so I can trade Nifty call option, put option, and Nifty futures. Okay, so this is the reference level which I was talking about. So currently, so we can trade, we are trying to trade based on options chart only, right? So you can see here, so once I get the price, so my entry price will be 14, my stop is kept 5 points away, which I have defined in the default settings, right? My target is 24, so which is also same which I have defined here. Okay, so you can define whatever parameter you want here. Okay, so once I do get, okay, so the current LTP will be my entry price, then from there your stops and this one will appear. Okay, so if you enter a position also, so it will take that entry price, then it will do the stop and target. Okay, but unless you automate, okay, so unless you enable the trade, for example, so I keep here 10, right? And whenever you manually enter, please click up or down arrow. Okay, so for then only it gets saved. So you have to click in this up arrow or down arrow. You have to get, then only the values get committed. Okay, so now I've kept my entry as 10. So now I'll start auto trade, right? So now I want to start. Okay. Now as you can see, my entry price is 10, but the current price is at 13. Okay, so the current price is at 13. So unless your current price reaches 10, okay, so this it will not place any order. So for example, it has not placed any orders. Okay, so I don't have any positions open, but it is only monitoring the current price, right? So this demo I will give you how to trade in all very detailed later. Okay, so I'll just explain the features in this. Okay, so you have your strike, so you can choose whichever strike you want to trade. Okay, so as soon as you change your strike, you can see the LTP changes. So whichever strike you want to trade, you can keep it in this panel, and then you can do buy or sell. Okay, so you can either buy or sell, it is up to you. So if you don't have much margin to sell, so you can always choose one OTM here and then do a buy, and then you can come to your option and then you can sell. Okay, so for margin benefit, you can take that. You can sell buy one OTM, and then you can come and try to sell if you have enough margin. Okay. So for option buyers, you can just directly choose whichever option you want and then you can trade. And here you can define your quantity. Okay. So here the quantity cannot be 0. So yeah. So based on the lot size, so it will increase. So you can increase your quantity here, increase or decrease. Okay, so here get button will get the current LTP as entry, stop, and target. Okay. Then trail is used when you already have a position, or when your auto trading is running. Okay, so if you when you click trial, so based on the default settings we have, so your trial stop price will move, say for example 5 points away from your current LTP, right? Okay, so the same thing with the put option. Okay, so this is the trade panel. It's very simple. Okay, so if you are only going to trade with the manual, orders, so you can always enable limit order. So this is the limit order option. Okay, so but you should be very careful placing limit orders if you are doing multiple lots, because one lot, few lots might get traded and few other lots might not get traded at the price. Okay, so you have to make sure whether your order is filled, right? So you will always get an alert here, what is going on. Okay, so what the last activity you did. And coming to the next one, so we have our orders and positions panel. You can see here two orders, and there are only two buttons. So one is refresh, so it will refresh both your orders and positions. And we have CAO, that is cancel all open orders, right? So if you have any open orders, like for example you have placed a limit order and it is not filled, so you can just click this one, so your open orders will be cancelled. Then you can place a market order, or as you wish, right? Then you will have the positions here. Okay, so the position is in positive, it will be in green. If it is in loss, it will show as red, and if it is an open position, it will show as blue. Okay, and here buy orders will be shown as green and sell orders will be shown as red, and if any rejected or cancelled orders, it will show us gray. Okay, so it is very straightforward. Okay, this is it for today, and you can download the tool from the given link. So in the future videos we will see real trading sessions with Scalper. Okay, happy trading. See you in the next video.